Good morning. I've got another question for you this morning. Do you want an okay business or do you want a great business? I'm not talking about big or small. I'm talking about the quality of the value that you provide to others and the value that you gain from your business. Do you want a good business, an okay business, or do you want a great business? It needs to fit you. But I'm going to tell you what I found, one of the number one things that I found, maybe not number one, but close up there, high up on the list of priorities, is in what separates good businesses from great businesses is education. Great business leaders, if you go to great business leaders, they're consistently learning, they're consistently growing, and they're passionate about what they're learning and growing in. If they need to grow in some way, they do it. So what I'm going to do for this morning is break down education a little bit. How do you educate yourself? How do you learn more? And there are two basic groups, and I'm going to break even those down a little bit. You can either learn from others or you can learn from yourself. So I'll talk about those a little bit and then offer you some suggestions, okay? So the first one is, how do you learn from others? Well, you can learn from others in the simple way, just information. So books, videos, audio, programs, whatever, and most of that is information. The advantage is it's fairly inexpensive. The disadvantage is that you don't actually get a lot from it. Generally speaking, people don't learn a lot. Now, I love books. You can see I've got tons of bookshelves at home. I love books. I love learning from books, but I interact with books in a really unique way. I study books. I don't read them. I study them. And if you have questions about that, please ask me because I can teach you how to do that, okay? And make them far more valuable. Most people that learn information from books or videos or whatever don't actually change a lot. Now, the other way you can learn from others is you pay a lot more time and energy and money, but you get far more value. So group coaching, mentors, coaches, interviews with people where it's cost you some time or energy to find that interview, where you're spending time with others and getting some value from them. That is far more valuable in my opinion. But I do both. And then you can learn from yourself. From yourself, we learn through our experiences. Usually failures. We learn far more from failures than from successes. But if you really want to supercharge failures, a lot of people have failures in life, not a lot of people actually learn from them. Every business has failures, not every business learns from them. There's a difference between experience, life experience, or wisdom. Wisdom is when we make use of that. And the key is to analyze and ask, what happened, what can I do differently? That question, what happened, what can I do differently? If you want to make your own experiences, your own failures extremely valuable, ask yourself, what happened, what can I do differently in order to reach my goals? When you ask that question over and over and over again, you're going to gain so much value from your own experiences. This is what I recommend. I told you I'd give a suggestion at the end. My suggestion is that you learn from all three. Make sure that you've got information, that you're gaining information. Make sure on the other end of the continuum that you've got lots of experiences and that you're putting this information into practice. And then in the middle, if you want to speed up that process, what you do is you hire people in your life in small groups, in coaching sessions, mentoring sessions, whatever it is, where you have people that can help you speed it up by offering suggestions and saying, hey, listen, this is what you're doing right now, right? If you're paying for this, this is what you're doing right now. If you're paying in time and energy, if you're simply in listen-only mode and you're not really engaging with this, it's not going to be as valuable. As in all of life, when you invest more of yourself, you gain far more from it. So my suggestion is learn from all three key areas. Look at your life right now and say, where am I learning the least from? Do I need to, am I getting lots of coaching and I'm learning from my failures, but I'm not really reading as much? Start reading more. Start watching more videos. Start listening to more audio. Start taking more programs. If you're lacking in the mentorship or the coaching, start hiring people in your life. You'll find that it speeds up the process very quickly. The third, if it's a good coach that knows what they're doing. And the third area is from your own experience. If you're doing the other two, but you're not going out and doing anything, then you know what? It's time to slow down on the reading, or even quit reading for a while. It's time to slow down on the coaching, or find a different coach that's going to challenge you to take action, and start taking some action. As you start to take action, you will start to learn far more. And that skill, of processing what's going on, analyzing what's going on, and learning from the failure and taking action in the future is invaluable as well, okay? So see where you're lacking, start improving that area, and if you were going to improve any skill, it would be that third skill that I mentioned. Ask yourself, what happened, and what can I do differently in the future, according to my goals? And that will start allowing you to change this journey that you're on in business. Enjoy it.